Good morning. So we are finally going to have a walk around Caracas city center. Our first stop here is this pretty street. Lots of colorful umbrellas. Hola and welcome back to our channel. We are Isabella and Pietro, and in this video we'll be taking you on a tour of the city of Caracas in Venezuela.
Bienvenida a nuestro país y a nuestro recinto de héroes.
Looks like the capital in the United States. If you've ever seen the news on Caracas, you know that it's described as one of the most dangerous cities in South America. But with this video, we want to show the current situation of Caracas and to show a different side to Caracas that most people have never seen. We'll be visiting several points of interest around Caracas and we'll rate them according to how attractive and enjoyable the experience was for us. So if you want to know more about what tourists can do in Caracas, keep watching. Let's start with number 8 on our list of most memorable experiences in Caracas. And that is the kinesthetic Esfera Caracas. It was sculpted by one of the most famous artists to come out of Venezuela, Jesus Rafael Soto. This gigantic orange ball of metal is the most iconic symbol of Caracas and of modern Venezuela as a whole. The Esfera is worth visiting as it's truly a marvelous work of modern art which glitters in the sun and shines at night. So today we are taking a walk in the Paseo de Procesere, Paseo Los Próceres. Next on the list is the Paseo Los Próceres. This beautiful passageway is in honor of the independence struggles of Colombia, Bolivia, Ecuador, Peru, and Venezuela, which was led by the great leader Simon Bolivar. It starts with a monument to the precursors and ends at the monument to the heroes. It's really nice here. It's huge. It's a huge place. We are absolutely thrilled that we made this trip. It's been wonderful. Oh, look at that. It's a really nice piece of art. It's been a wonderful experience, an eye-opener really, because we were able to see a different side of Venezuela, a side that most people aren't getting to see at the moment. We saw both the good and the bad, but whatever it is, this is still a developing country and the people here are resilient. Those who are left behind here are really determined to make it work. Reminds me so much of Nigeria as well, my country. We have a similar situation. The economy is going down, but the people are doing their best to make things work. And we hope for the best. What we absolutely loved about this place was the feeling of freedom and tranquility that it represents. The avenue is 2 kilometers long with driveways and a pathway for cycling and walking all around. So this part of the park is a remembrance to the heroes and the liberators of Venezuela. The most important ones have statues over there. Of course, there's always Bolivar right in the middle. And then on the plaque, there are the names of generals that have fought wars over the years. And then right behind, you can see a jeep right there, I think. Yeah, I think that's a military zone. So it's a no-go area, but it's still nice to be able to walk down here and just enjoy the city. It's so peaceful, actually. It's quite nice. I like it. Green. So now we are walking towards the Pantheon.
Bolivar
Square. Okay. At number 6 on our most memorable experience in Caracas is the National Pantheon of Venezuela.
The Pantheon has a structure that is kind of overwhelming. Like it's so big and sea, es que no sé, es como deslumbrante.
Grandiose. Grandiose.
Grandioso.
Grandiose. Similar in
But
English.
the big one, the white
Yeah.
in the back, it's completely empty. It's-
Okay. Just
They just have the body
the mausoleum.
yeah.
Cool. Cool.
We're going fast because they close at 2.
2. Okay. In 1780, the site was home to a church called the Holy Trinity, which was later destroyed in an earthquake in 1812. Fast forward to 1875, the then Venezuelan president ordered the site to be rebuilt into a Pantheon to serve as a final resting place for the heroes and important citizens of Venezuela. Inside the Pantheon is a true marvel of art, from the ceiling paintings depicting the life of the Libertador, Simon Bolivar, to the sculptures made of Carrara marble from Italy. The mausoleum inspires a sense of awe reminiscent of similar places in Europe. In 2013, the Pantheon was expanded by the addition of a new mausoleum towards the back, and this is where the Libertador's body now lies.
The one that he made to free was Colombia or Venezuela?
No, we are first.
First Venezuela,
After he went to the Colombia.
so he
And
started
later
Venezuela,
he goes
Colombia,
down.
down
It was
to
a
the
bit-
Pacific.
Can you imagine all the stream over the
Horse.
horse?
Imagine the ass.
And Carlomagno too, Carlomagno.
It is guarded 24/7, 365 days a year. And today we were lucky to get in just before the change of guards, which began at about 1:15 p.m.
Guardia de honor, atención, firme, al hombro, guardia de honor, presente, guardia de honor, de frente, de frente,
As I was watching, I felt a pair of hands guiding my shoulders to help me point my phone in the right direction. And a few moments later, I discovered that it was a custodian of the Pantheon, and he was so kind to give us a private tour.
Can you feel the sound?
Yeah, the acoustic
Very
is amazing. Yeah.
Está abriendo el mausoleo automáticamente, porque pasamos a través del túnel conector, que es el
He was actually enjoying watching me take the video, you know, and he was directing me. It was so cool. Yeah. And for free. This is just one of the many gestures of generosity and kindness we have experienced so far.
Por
by
acá tendremos
Venezuelans.
a Sebastián Francisco de Miranda. Si a Miranda se le consolida lo que él quería, que se le dio fue a Bolívar, nuestra moneda fueron Miranda.
He told us so much about the history of Venezuela through the people buried there, including the only Afro-American soldier hero. And it was so surprising to discover that Simon Bolivar was the only Spanish ruler against slavery, and he fought hard to abolish it in South America. It was such a wonderful experience to be able to get to know much more about the history of Venezuela. At the end of the tour, the kind gentleman surprised us
Miranda.
with the present.
Negro primero, que lo tienes allí.
So this is a gift, symbolic gift of the old money here.
Yes.
Circularon en un tiempo.
Was used maybe 10 years ago, not so long.
Okay. Gracias, muchas gracias.
Bienvenida a nuestro país y a nuestro recinto de héroes.
Gracias, gracias. Oh, this is so sweet. I have some collection of monies from when we travel, so this is going to go in my collection. Can you translate?
De otros países. Sí, tiene una colección de billetes de otros países que entonces ella lo va a buscar.
Bueno. ¿Tiene de Honduras?
Sudamérica no.
First time.
Primera volta.
Primera vez.
Primera vez en Venezuela, en Sudamérica.
Honduras.
Okay.
You are very rich.
Rich.
México.
Mexico. But this is
Ese está actual. Y esto está actual.
actual.
Sí,
Actual.
sí.
Oh. Gracias. Muchas gracias, mucho gusto. Está un bueno, how do you say guide?
Come dice guida?
Guía.
Guía. Muy buen guía, sí.
Muy buen guía.
Mucho conocimiento.
Sí. A lot of knowledge, yes?
Sí.
I know Spanish. Conocimiento. For number 5, we'll be moving to the heart of Caracas to visit the birthplace of the most prestigious citizen of Venezuela. So this is Plaza
Bolívar, but it's called Venezuelan Square.
Venezuelan Square. Okay, but everything here is about Simon Bolivar.
Just everything.
Everywhere I turn, I see Simon Bolivar.
Whenever you go, it's gonna be a square, Bolivar Square.
Yeah.
Inside, in the center of the town, the city,
Okay.
or whatever.
Okay.
It's closed.
Is it closed? No. Oh, that's so cute.
Darle a ellos.
Museo
That's
Bolivariano.
the House of Simon Bolivar.
Ah, okay, cool. And there's a museum and then there's the house. I hope we can visit at least
I think they can visit
the
Simon
house.
Bolivar's house.
Okay. All right, so everything about Venezuela is all tied to the liberator of Venezuela, Simon Bolivar. Everywhere you go, there's a statue or something about him. And it's really cool that today we're going to see where he lived. Nació en esta casa, so he was born in this house. Cool. Hopefully we can visit. This Spanish colonial house is one of the few buildings from that era still standing in full glory in what is now known as Plaza El Venezolano. Built in 1643, it remained in the Bolivar family until 1792 when Simon Bolivar's mother passed away. After many years of neglect, the house was restored in 1918. The walls of the house are covered with paintings of the life of Simon Bolivar, which were done by the famous painter from Caracas, Tito Salas. We especially enjoyed exploring this place because it was a piece of Venezuela that carries a lot of historical weight and significance. So at number 4, we have to talk about our fine dining experiences in Caracas. Okay, so this is the Humboldt Hotel and it's pretty fancy. There's like a gallery over here and they're gonna make us visit the hotel first before dinner. Yay! How chic! Super chic. Okay, so there used to be a cable car station over there before. It's not there anymore. Let's continue. Hola, buenas noches.
Lo que construyó tiene
y todo el techo recoge el agua, lo recicla y lo mete en tanques.
This was one part of Venezuela that we had never heard of, so it was really a pleasant surprise to discover some fancy restaurants around the city, just like the Humboldt Hotel restaurant up on the Mount Avila, where the cocktails were as fancy as the decor and the dishes were absolutely excellent.
Solo.
What? A bloody cocktail. ¿Cómo se llama el cocktail? What's it called?
The name is 911.
911.
911.
Yeah, 911. It's a good Venezuelan room with red fruits from the forest, strawberry, blackberry, blueberry. Fruto caramelizado. Exacto. Estamos 24.
Gracias.
Correcto.
There was also the Savage restaurant in the commercial center of Caracas.
¡Ay, qué bello! ¡Salud!
Salute.
Overall, our experience was certainly of high quality and meals were great. The service was absolutely fantastic as well. Now it's time for the best part, our top 3 attractions in Caracas.
Vamos a ver dónde hay. Aquí, amigo. ¿Cómo está?
¿Cómo está? ¿Usted va para Pastel House o van para otro lugar de la tienda?
Para otro lugar.
Ok, si vas a Pastel House se cobran $2. Si vas a otro lugar cobramos 3 y la puedes dejar toda la tarde.
No, dale,
Si la quieres parar aquí, la tienes que parar de retroceso.
Ok, dale.
Ok, doble hacia este lado. Mira, para abajo, que voy a parar la camioneta ahí.
At number 3 on the list is the beautiful village of El Hattilo. This is a pretty colorful town just on the outskirts of Caracas. The vibes here are very Latin American as you walk through the Bolivar Square and admire the brightly colored houses and buildings.
Artesanales de tradición italiana.
There are several stores and several Italian restaurants around the area, which come alive in the evenings.
El Hattilo, sí, aquí mira. Indigenous stage of the population of Antigua.
There's also a piece of Italy here in the Santa Rosalia de Palermo church. Unfortunately, the church was closed, so we couldn't visit, but there was a really interesting place just around the corner. The Hansi Centro Artesanal. Here, in addition to modern traditional artisan works on sale, you can find parts of the ancient indigenous structures and artifacts that have been left behind.
Ah, Diablos de Yare. Wow. Es en San Francisco de Yare, the day of Corpus Christi. Is it Corpus Christi? Uh-huh. Do you know that Corpus Christi is the first day that celebrate the 40 days of the Lent. Jesus Christ past 40 días to get dead. Yes. So the first day of Corpus Christi, que es el después de carnavales, they celebrate this magic party. Is in honor of a Santísimo Sacramento. Francisco. And it comes from 300 years ago, and it represents the winning the good from the bad.
Curiously, this has been the only place so far that we have felt the presence of any kind of indigenous people of Venezuela in Caracas. There was a surprising wide array of items to choose from, including reproduced pottery and statues, made by the indigenous people of Hattilo. Our number 2 is taking us back to the heart of Caracas city center, to Plaza Bolívar de Caracas. What makes it truly stand out is the atmosphere of community and calmness that is all around. There are several important buildings here, including government buildings, museums, and several churches.
They are faces.
It was in Cooper, like.
Copper, okay. Now it looks like the capital in the United States. The National Assembly. Something's gonna go down today. Something's happening, there's lots of camera.
There was a political rally of some sorts about to happen, hence the cameras. So we continued to the Paseo Municipal de Caracas, which is the city hall of Caracas.
Oh wow!
This was a university.
Ah, okay.
The first one in Venezuela.
The first university. Okay. The first university in Venezuela.
The university has a pretty interesting history. Beginning as a seminary in 1673, it gradually became a place of higher studies. In 1811, the independence of Venezuela was declared here. There's just so much history all in one place. Amazing. We also visited the Iglesia de San Francisco, dedicated to Saint Francis of Assisi. It is notable for being the site where, in 1813, Simon Bolivar received the title El Libertador. Many years later, after his death in 1842, his funeral service was also held here.
So I'm liking the vibes here. It's a mix of European and modern day South American architecture and vibes. So it's really cool. I like the trees over here. And I like how it doesn't feel exactly touristy, but it has potential.
Yes, very great potential.
Yeah, it has potential, really.
Places are from business, street business.
Okay, so it's the business zone. Okay, okay. So cool.
Finally, we get to the number 1 spot on our most memorable experiences in Caracas. For this, we have to travel 10 kilometers northeast of Caracas to the breathtaking mountain range of El Avila, also called Guaraíra Repano by the indigenous people of the area.
So right now we are at the Avila, or I'm not sure if this is called Avila, but we're about to take the cable car up to visit Avila, which is like a mountain here in Caracas, and everywhere is just really alive, so really lively right now. Yeah. Hola.
Hola, bienvenida.
Gracias.
Muchas gracias.
So we're gonna try to catch the sunset as well.
Gracias.
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 Buenas tardes, bienvenidos.
Gracias.
So we are going to the Hotel Humboldt.
Okay.
The Hotel Humboldt was built in 1,099 days for a famous architect, Venezuelan architect. There is 11 or 13 floors of 5 suites every floor. and in the bottom has a ice skate.
Ice rink. Ice skating rink.
Ice skating rink.
Oh.
There are several restaurants. It's very interesting. Thinking that it was built at 1956 or 55.
Wow.
Yes, that's
Wow.
around.
Cool. Yeah.
Avanti Isabella.
This was definitely the highlight of our time in Caracas because we were able to feel the power of the Venezuelan nature, and it's just a few kilometers away from the city.
Sí, sí, sí.
We're going up, up, up. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Look how many people are going down. It's incredible. So many people waiting to go back down to Earth, and they are missing the sunset, right?
Yes.
They are here.
Yes.
Very long line, missing the sunset.
Yes.
It's amazing. Yeah, this is the wrong time to go back.
Wrong time.
Yes. So it's really cold up here, which is to be expected. So I came prepared with my leather jacket. It's such a festive atmosphere here. Lots of people, perhaps because today is Saturday as well. So I think people just come up here and spend the afternoon, spend the day. But look at that view in front of me.
Vai di là, guarda che bella.
Wow. Plus the sunset.
Buona foto.
Oh, that's fantastic. All of Caracas and beyond. So, after our scrumptious dinner at the Humboldt Hotel, we finally headed back down. All right, so we're back down on Earth at the base of Avila, and we had a lovely evening with our friends Giorgio and Jane. It was a beautiful, delicious dinner, you know, quite kind of fancy. And then the ride back down was really smooth and quiet and nice. And what a way to end a beautiful day, right, Pietro?
Sì.
Sì. Sì.
So there you have it, our top unforgettable experiences right here in Caracas, which was only made possible by our wonderful Venezuelan friends who showed us around with so much zeal and pride and showed us what it really feels like to be around amazing people. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe for more Venezuela videos coming up.